So I remember the last video I did was the bad news video. Was actually that tape. I just show you that the tape got completely snapped. Well, I remember it got snapped on my Orion VCR. Well, I don't know if it has to do with the VCR itself. It's just that the film strip just got worn out, but because it was actually from my Random House Green VHS, Sesame Street Home Video VHS. That was made in the old school VHS in the 80s. So here's the VHS tape I want to show you for proof. This comes with the original slipcover case. Well, they have the same slipcover case like that on a green VHS tape. In fact, I have a green. This is not a black tape. It's a green tape. So it's kind of a reprint somewhere in 1987, 88, or 89. I think the original 1987 VHS of Sesame Street Sing Along were I don't think they originally had a green tape. I think it was probably the 88 or 89 reprint that had this green tape. Yeah, anyways, here's the tape with the sticker label and the end label. Well, this tape on this video, I'm going to probably splice a VHS tape after the tape got snapped to clear the black film strip only. Yeah, do you hate this? Do you hate when these tapes get snapped from black to clear? Well, don't worry, I know what to do. But this time, it has an end label. So, there's few tools that you could use for splicing it. First, we'll start with the screwdriver. I'll show you how to. I know what to do, you guys. I know what to do, you guys. Don't tell me I am pretty smart, but I know how to splice VHS tapes for real this time. Including that looks familiar, like how they made VHS tapes in the factory. Yeah, I'll show you how to splice a VHS tape. Here it is. Or maybe this probably be mirrored, so I don't know if this. Here's the VHS tape. Here it is. Yeah, this has the. I don't know if it's a mirror, but this has the barcode sticker. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyways, here's the VHS tape. I want to show you this one. Sadly, I don't have my laptop with me. Yeah, first you have to unscrew it. First you have to unscrew this. VHS tape I want to show you. So anyways, let's start. Let's use a screwdriver and. Right now this is not mirror. So first you have to unscrew this VHS tape and. Bro, since I have an end label, in a way, I have to use this one first. Actually, I have to use one. If you have a VHS tape with an end label way, you have to try cutting this tape. If there's no end label, you don't have to use this. Well, I don't know if I could do it well on video. I have to do it. Alright. See, I'm trying to cut it. Oh, this looks kind of a little weird. It's kind of like a line. Yep. Yeah, I think I did pretty good. I think this is how I did. Yeah, it's not perfect. It didn't look perfect now, but this is what it is. That was probably the only choice right now, since. If it gets worn out, peel, I will do that. But this is probably I did glue stick it. Yeah. Now I'm gonna unscrew this. Now I'm gonna unscrew it. One. What's rare about this tape? This tape is a green one. There is such a thing as Sesame Street VHS tapes that are green. They're not extremely rare, though. You can find other Sesame Street VHS tapes that are green on eBay. Except Getting Ready to Read. Well, Getting Ready to Read on this is pretty hard to find, I believe. Yep. This is what an old design. I like this kind of design. I thought it's a green cassette. Now let's just open it. Oh, that's how it looked like. Here's the inside of the green Sesame Street VHS tape. This has never been shown on YouTube before, but it's just my YouTube channel, only me. Yep. Here's the tape got snapped. Take a look at this. Yeah, this film strip just got snapped right now. Thanks to this tape got worn out. Because this tape got completely worn out. So it did completely snapped, and it's not sticking anymore. So it's probably completely worn out. Maybe it has to do with the quality of the film strip. I know there are different kinds of these that. Besides, it looks clear. There's the white one that usually never been snapped. Yep. That's what happens sometimes. And speaking of that, I do have to splice on Sing Along, which today looks familiar. Anything looks familiar, like these old designs. These chassis models of these. Well, except the later versions. That looks familiar. Yeah, I don't know what kind of design it is. This is what it looked like on this one. Do you know what kind of VHS design it is? I like this design better on old stuff. So it really better on television film. So I do want to get rid of this thing, so I have to cut it with this scissors. So I'm gonna use that scissors. Oh wait, it's not what. Let me try my other scissors. There we go. We'll throw this thing away. We don't need this anymore. Let's go and bye. And here's the. Don't replace with a new reel. I know some people do that, but just keep the old one. I am very smart splicing these tapes. I am pretty good fixing. I know Brent Pippin's pretty good splicing VHS tapes too, but I never show it on video. Just me. Okay, so I don't know if I had to cut it in the middle way. I don't think I spliced in the middle, but I mean, sometimes it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want to miss I just want to have the perfect spot on the black screen so it'll play normally. There we go. Okay, so. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect if it's not in the middle, in the perfect middle spot. What's even better I like to use is it'll probably look similar like a normal VHS tapes were made in the factory. They'll look familiar. So here's the other one that was only clear one. This is actually what I'm splicing is only on the beginning part. Now you could also splice the one that was in the end part. This is the beginning part I'm using. Well, I'm just going to cut the clear one. It didn't touch this one. I didn't snap this tape. It was just VCR got snapped. It was a VHS tape that got snapped. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. These film strips get worn out sometimes. But good news is I know what to do with it. Yep. Yeah, okay, it looks kind of perfect. Not, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't care if you splice on over it. But I like only the back side. Okay, so alright, so I'm trying my best, God. There we go. There we go. That's better. Now it will be back. It's not snapped anymore. Back to where it was. So, except these pieces were probably been. There's kind of like, here's the pieces that was been sitting here for a while. This film strip was made in the late 80s. Well, this is actually made after 1986. So I'm guessing this is a reprint from 1988, before the 1990s reprint. It still has the original slip covers, but it's a green tape. I do have another copy of the 1986, which actually has the original tape. My old copy, my childhood copy, which is a black tape. But this is my second copy, was a green one. Alright, so alright, there you go, you guys. This tape is not now fixed. Look at that. It looks pretty good. Not bad. It'll be back to where it was. So yeah, if next time your tapes get snapped at the beginning or at the end, just try, and if it has, which has an end label, try peeling it. Alright. Yeah. Don't throw it away, but you could try your best how to splice it. That's why I was going to show you how to. Yeah. Now I'm gonna put a VHS tape in the VCR out when I go downstairs. And I think it still works fine. It will not ruin the VCR. It'll still play fine. Most VHS players, that is. Well, most VCRs. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put this tape down here and test it. I'm sorry, it's on Boss Baby 2 on, but let's put tape in and see what happens. I was going to try again doing the opening and closing of this tape, but only all the Green Sesame Street VHS tapes. Well, only a mono. Let's put in the Orion VCR. I have two VCRs over there. I'm going to use my Panasonic VCR and see if it works. Yep, it works fine. Yeah, there's a little buzzing. Maybe it has to do with maybe it has to do with recording of the tape. I don't know. Yep, it works. If hi-fi gets messed up and static, I'll just turn off the hi-fi. Oh, it sounds even better than. Yep. Yep, this tape works fine. Yep, this tape. I'm gonna rewind to the beginning. Yeah, for some reason it's a little messed up. It's just, it kind of get a little dirty. I don't know why. That's okay. That's okay though. It happens sometimes. But it's not broken though. Needs a little clean. Let's try this one. Yep, it works fine. Oh, it works. It probably worked even better when I was using the VCR. If it's only a mono. Well, I was going to use the opening and closing, which has the click and white screen and with the real blank static instead of a blue screen. Because usually Panasonic VCRs doesn't allow blue screen. Well, the Omnivision VCRs, that is. I guess that's why it's an Omnivision, because it doesn't allow blank static. Alright, works fine. Oh. Here we go. This is the... Yeah, pretty good. Even though it is spliced, but the tape works fine. So, yep, there you go. You know, it doesn't look perfect on the kind of. It was almost. It's kind of a little loop. Yep. Okay, so anyways, I'm just gonna put it back in the case and now it's time for a good news part. Finally fixed it. So next time if my tapes get snapped, I'm gonna splice the VHS tapes. Next time these tapes get snapped, I will splice these tapes. I've done that before. Yeah. Yeah, these film strips get worn out completely. Yeah, I guess the reason why it got snapped because I think this thing got worn out. Well, it doesn't. This film strip does not. This piece of tape was probably completely worn out. Usually on the old school Random House VHS tapes. That are pretty much old school in the 80s. So I like the old school style of this tape. Works on felt better watching on an old TV set. Well, it works on any TV actually. More like, well, it works on newer VCRs as well. And we probably know what it has the barcode sticker. On most Random House tapes, older Random House tapes, we probably know what it has at the end. Which sometimes it has the white screen depth static at the end and moaning sound, and some copies have the moaning sound only at the end. Yep. Yeah, thank goodness I already spliced this tape. So next time these tapes get snapped on your tapes, if it has an end label before you, well, as long as it's not cut. Yeah, now it's been cut since I had to do something. I didn't have a choice. I didn't want the end label to get ruined, except if I have to print the cop. Except if I need to print it on the printer. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so yeah. How cool, how that's the good news. And maybe I have to splice the end. If this one gets snapped at the end of the tape, I will have to splice this tape as well. If this tape gets snapped at the end, I will have to splice it. But since it's free to open, I will have to. Well, it's already been cutted on the end label, so that means it's free to open easily. Yep. I know other people did that on YouTube before. So I had to do the same thing as well. So yeah. Now this tape works fine. Well, can't pretty work. Does kind of work mostly. Well, this tape has been used when I first got it, along with learning about numbers and learning about letters that three of them been sold on eBay, and a third one's actually a green tape. So yeah. That's how you splice a VHS tape after when it gets clear to a black film strip, like after it got snapped from clear to black film strip, that is. Which this video will be only at this video has been snapped. That was in the beginning of the tape. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.